And I believe too. And with that, there's only one thing left to say. Let's rev it up!
Alright guys, welcome back. Okay, so I was thinking about yesterday when I was making a video. And I'm sorry for the quality. Like I don't know what happened. It was like really bad. Like when I uploaded it, I was like, okay, maybe it's just like that's how it looks like, just because it's like recently uploaded. But it looks pretty bad. So I'm sorry, but I think because I'm not sure. I think because I messed around with the compressing settings. Because I have to compress the video because like the file is way too big. So I have to like just make it smaller. But then sometimes when you do that, it messes with the quality of the video. Like it looks really clear. Like normally if I don't compress it, it looks like really clear. Like it looks nice. But I think I'm not sure. I gotta figure it out, get the right settings. But anyways, yeah, I was thinking about the deck and thinking about how to side and what to side and how to change it. The situation with the Masquerade Strict, because oh man, like that never really came up, so I never really thought about it. I never was like, oh okay, so this like, okay, so like, ah man, it's just so bad. Like it just seems really good. Some of you have been giving me suggestions on what to side instead of the Masquerade Strict, like scolding. Vanities, of course, is the next contender next to Mask, because it's like it's really good. So that kind of, because it kind of like the thing with scolding is like, I don't know. I just playing it at 1. It's just, even though you can't resolve 3, I just like playing it at 3 for whatever reason. I don't know. That's a bit odd, but yeah, like, I don't know. I don't know. But it's a bit expensive, so it's like play with art styles. So if you don't draw the 1 day a piece, it can be like really expensive. But yeah, like the way I was thinking about it was like when you know you're going first, I think switching up the extra deck would be, it's gonna be needed. Like Cipher is just so good with vanities, and yeah, I don't remember. So I think I figured it out. Like for sure, like first and foremost, like get it out the way. Like a barrier is just hard to play around. Like barrier, like there's no other way. Like there's no freaking solution for it unless you have a conservative play where you don't get OTK'd. I mean, I guess if you think about it right now, what decks can OTK right now? What decks? Yeah, like as of right now, cause Zoo can't really do it. But like if you give them another turn, they might, because they already have an established board, and then so it's possible. So that's like, oh damn, it's a bit iffy. So like if you could somehow end phase Twister them, or just surprise them with like a Jinzo or something, but then they could just Dryden it, pop it, and or just summon Denko. Same situation, they're just Dryden it, and then like you can't like, I don't know, it's really weird. So it's really awkward. Like unless you change the build like from being as consistent as possible, then it's just gonna slow it down and it's just not gonna do what it's meant to do. But yeah, like the fact of like the way to side out is it's just really good. Like I like saying this and this, it's just really awesome. So like what I was thinking is, because like put this over here because I gotta make nearly room there. Okay, so like the side deck, right? It's 3. It's pretty much the Kaiju engine. Boom. And you see that I'm missing one more card because this is only 14. And the way I was thinking about it, I was like, if I go first, I can swap out the whatchamacallit, the Quasar and just put this instead. Cause like this and this is just this setup is just way too good. Like it just, if that Twister, it's fine. But then if you're playing against like a backrow deck, like this can't really stop spell traps, just stops effects. So what I was thinking is when I go first, I'll side in Dark Simorgh. I'll put it there. Dark some more, because like they can't set. So like if you like, odds are it is not hard to pull off, because you have the winds and you have a bunch of darks. So it is possible to do. And most of the time you have like an extra creature in hand, so you can just do it from hand if you want to, or you just do old-fashioned way, like just banish it from grave. So pretty much if you manage to pull it off, if you go, this is only when you go first, because like with Quasar you can negate, like I guess like kind of like play around back row, because you can negate one of them. But with Cipher you can't, and he can't attack twice, so that means you're gonna have to rely on the multiple monsters to get the game, because they won't be able to set, they won't be able to special summon. So you gotta make sure you can give you that push where Quasar can do it alone, and this guy can't. But this and I think if you open up this like this, Dark Simorgh and Crystal Wing along with Herald, that's just no way they're gonna. There's no way they can, other than Sphere Mode. Like that's the only possible way I think, because that's just way too good. And I think that's the way I'm gonna do it, because it seems like it will work. And yeah, I don't know. I was trying it out, like not aggressively last night, but like I was just trying it just to see if it worked, and it actually did. Like it's pretty easy to pull off, and yeah, like I don't know. Let's see. Get this out of the way real quick. Like you would let's see this formula. Bum ba bum ba dum ba dum bum bum ba bum ba dum ba dum bum. Put that here. Wrong way. Okay, so like you would just, of course, you start out your Theseus. That's one, and then, but then I'm not even sure. I think I'll just. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I'll just side this out and just put this in and keep both in, and then make both. Because I know that I'm going first. But yeah, because that's gonna be, that board will be just too insane. Because I've done it before. I remember when the LDS I was playing both, so it's easy to make both. But the third one is just way too crazy. But yeah, I think, and then Dark Simorgh on top of that. Like that's just, oh man, it's hard, because like if you think about it, when you build a deck, when you build any deck, it's either a really resilient deck where it can out resource your opponent, like Burning Abysses. They're not really like an OTK type thing. They can OTK, but they're more of a resilient. Like they can drag the game on and just slowly diminish your resources. And then there's like. There was like ABC, where they have this established board and they have their strikes and buster, and then they could just accumulate and snowball into more resources by like tagging out and attaching more pieces to it, and then hopefully be able to make another buster, and then on top of that you have other XYZs, so then it's much easier to OTK with that build. And then there's whatchamacallit? Zoo. Got a mind blank. Okay, so Zoo, like it's pretty much it's so consistent, because they just need one card, and there's like a lot of they can easily pull it off. They have the Terra Top, Barrage, Tanky, the Red itself, any Zoo. And they could just easily, consistently establish a Trident with Strike, Barrier. Like that's just intimidating. Like the fact that they can do that, and that's their strategy. Whereas this strategy is overwhelming and ending with that field. It's just that the only difference is that these can OTK, like legitimately like OTK, because they're so big, and they can stop and pick and choose what you want to negate. And then hopefully negate the right cards, and then just next turn just OTK. Whereas other decks, they can't really do that as much, because they don't have enough. Like these are 4K each, like in the 3K. Like that's 7,000 already if you have these two. So that's, I think that's the only difference. The fact that they can have some sort of control, but be able to OTK is the biggest difference, I think. Because like, yeah, that's just, I don't know. And I think some of you still don't get the logic of the reasoning behind this, because like, if you go second, you side this in, right? So pretty much, I guess right now it's all about board control, and they back it up with barrier and strike. Like if barrier and strike weren't involved in any way, shape, or form, then all they have is just an established board, and that's easy to get around. But the fact that they have barrier that stops you completely, this deck in particular, is the issue. So that's why, let's say you wipe their board, they're left with strike and barriers, and then the only issue is the fact that Zoo has a bunch of 1-ofs that they can just get their combo going. But like anything else, you just clear the board, and they can't strike a barrier, anything. It'll be worthless unless they play mirror forces. Then you can just battle it out with your kaijus, and then just keep putting the pressure on along with Lev Weeders and this, and try to synchro, and then they'll have the barrier, and then just fine, keep attacking. Then by then they're gonna be low enough if they don't draw into their one card out. So it's really good, because like these are just big guys, man. This is 28, like, and going up against barrier and strikes, that looks pretty good. Like wipe their field and just battle the kaijus. That's just really cool. And that's pretty much gonna be it. I don't know. This is something I've been thinking about, and I'm still gonna make another video on how I've been working on that symphonic thing, because it's really has potential, man. It has really good potential. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it was a little bit helpful and gave you some ideas and inspired you in some sort of way. And yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you for watching.